I'm going to be very brave and talk about this with love and courage today. Mother's Day is right around the corner, so let's talk about it. As mothers, this day holds special significance as we look back, see how our motherhood has evolved and changed us, how our kids are growing and thriving with all that we as moms gave up so they could have the best in life. Us being moms and our relationship with kids is a topic I will pick up on another day. Today I'm going to share something very personal. I lost my mother, my mom, I called her Mama, more than 25 years back. Somehow, every year, Mother's Day floods my brain with her memories. And the grief and pain is very real. I lost my mom at an early age. She was in her early 50s when she left us, suddenly, to be an angel in God's realm. By the way, this topic today is going to be a little heavy, but it's time to talk about it. So it's been 25 plus years, but the grief, the memories feel still as real and new. Losing a mom is one of the deepest, most painful loss we can experience. In the beginning, I just went numb, very angry, very overwhelmed, very confused. How could something like this even happen? But time heals, as everybody says. What it does is time gives you perspective. And at least now I can talk about it. It took me 2 decades to actually open up and talk about this. For first 10 years of her being gone, I could not even bring up her name. I was lost. I was super hurt. I was sad. Did not know what to do. I'm sharing this today because a lot of people go through this loss and it is very difficult to deal with it. If anybody can get anything out of this conversation, that's the whole point of this conversation today. What I miss the most is her voice, her warm hugs, her scent. I still can smell that sometimes. Her smile, her sweet face, just telling me all will be okay. For some reason, this time around, Mother's Day is being very hard on me, even after so many years. Grief comes in waves. Sometimes the pain is so heavy that you can't even handle it. Back then, when she left us, it was difficult. It was difficult for the whole family, my sisters, my dad. We all just did not know what to do. Each human processes loss very differently. Me being the oldest daughter of the house, I was very, very close to my mom. But due to certain circumstances, I had a difficult pregnancy. I could not fly back home for her last rites. So I never got a closure of my mom going. It still feels like it's an open wound that never gets healed. This kind of sadness is unbearably heavy. The pain of losing a mother, it's the ache of unfinished conversations. It's unresolved questions that you wanted to ask her, but you never could. It's unsaid words that you never finished any conversations that you had in mind. It leaves you stuck in a cycle of, what ifs and if onlys. You carry that guilt, that regret, that frustration that you moved so far away, that you were not around at that time. Till today, I'm in a constant internal dialogue with her, even though she's not here anymore. I share every thought of mine with her. I do believe that in my own way, I have made peace with her being gone. I don't know how, what, but I think that I have. After so many years, it still feels raw. I still feel cheated and lost. She was my champion. She was my backbone, always behind me to support, as all moms are. In her eyes, I could never do anything wrong. And I could never not achieve anything that I wanted. She wanted me to be the best that I could be, as, like I say, all moms do. Since she's been gone, I have been looking, but have not found anyone in my 50 plus years of living who can support me, back me up that unconditionally, like she did. She, when she was just around, she made me a better person, just being around. I know it's a little heavy talk, but I think it's time to open up. Talk. These are raw truths that we all deal with, but they're important. And if I can share and it can be of help, then so be it. Like I said, it took me 2 decades to make peace with it, and that I can openly talk about it and deal with the pain of losing her. Making peace just means I have learned to carry the love and loss together, letting both of them exist side by side. It does not mean that the pain disappears. Well, a couple of my friends lost their moms recently. So it made me think if I could talk about it to ease the pain a little. So at least we can live our lives and go on. Making peace isn't a destination. It's an ongoing process of gently allowing yourself to grieve, to remember, and to continue living while holding her in your heart. They always are around you. They're not going anywhere. They're just going to be around you. Like I said, I can actually, feel her scent around me sometimes. So here are some ways to find peace. Number one is, allow yourself to feel everything. There is no wrong feeling in grief. There is sadness, there is anger, there is relief, there is guilt, there is numbness, there is deep longing. They're all valid. Peace starts with letting those emotions come without any judgment from you or from anyone else. Another way is keep her memory alive in your own way, in your own personal way. It is super special to you. You decide what works for you. You can light a candle. You can look through the photos often. You can make her favorite meal. You can wear something of hers or tell stories of her. Honoring her keeps connection alive, even though she's gone. Sometimes I've even noticed writing her a letter that you feel, or writing about her in your journal, or just talking about her, or just maybe talking to her in your heart. It can be very healing. It heals you. Find ways to carry her forward. That's another way of doing it. think about what parts of her live on in you. Her values, her strengths, her humor, her giving nature. Peace can come from realizing that she's woven into who you are. Peace can come from realizing that she's woven into who you are. She brought up this human that you are part of her. Give yourself time and permission. Peace does not come on a timeline. For me, it took years. You are allowed to grieve for as long as you need. You're allowed to have setbacks, but try. Try to get back to life, to feel joy again without any guilt. The last point that we will touch today is lean on others. Sharing stories, sharing memories, or your pain with other people who loved her or who love you can make grief feel less. It just feels less lonely. Each to their own though. For me, even to talk to my sisters about our mom took years of work. We all just went numb and tried to avoid conversations about her, as none of us could handle the pain. But in hindsight, there should have been more talking and there should have been more sharing. So I guess you live and learn. You don't get over a mother. You grow around the loss, and in time, the sharp edges of the pain soften. But you're forever changed because you were deeply loved and you deeply loved in return.